solid mid for Team Empire. Not many
Prepare
supports
for battle.
in the 1v1 tournament band.
Not at all. And I mean, some of the support players are supposedly very good at 1v1. But Resolution, let's talk a little bit about him. I think most people already know a lot about FY. He is the Asian sensation. He has just destroyed so many players in one-on-one in both, just around the world. I think he's reputed as the best 1v1 in the world, even though Ice did claim the title at TI4. But Resolution, he hasn't played too many 1v1s. He's a relatively newer player. Empire, we've only recently risen to some fame.
Yes.
I think ever since Starladder Season 9, but I mean, they've been like laying it low since then.
Vlad was telling me, like, he predicted Resolution to win it. He may be biased. He's a Russian caster, and obviously Empire and Resolution, a player from the CIS region. But he said Resolution last night was watching some replays, checking out
for 1v1s.
Yes, he watched.
Wow.
Well, he checked the Summit 1v1 and like how they were played, and he also checked the WPC 1v1 or like one of the Chinese 1v1 tournaments. And Vlad's like, he just said, oh, this FY kid is going to be easy. So that was Vlad talking about what he said. So I don't know exactly what was said, but we'll get things underway here. FY on the Radiant side, he's gone for a very different item build. He's got a decent amount of bonus damage from all these items, but also has the HP region of the Tengos, whereas Resolution, pure damage output and stats coming out from the 3 branch null talisman.
It's pretty unusual for Pucks to go for double mantle over a null, just because you simply don't gain that much from it, and the +3 strength, the +3 agility, and the additional +3 damage is just too much to ignore. And he spent what, 400 gold on this? Extra 70 gold, he could have gotten a lot more damage.
The only thing he gets out of this is starting with Tangos, but Resolution, he can bring Tangos as soon as he gets like one last hit, so it's not really that big of a problem for Resolution here on the puck. So
and both pucks starting with level 1 phase shift, no surprise here. But looking at in terms of aggression, I think FY has been very, very aggressive in the 1v1s though.
Okay, well, we'll see how he does here. He is sporting that new Alliance puck set, the Orb of Reminiscence, which actually has the $1 million coil in the orb, if you zoom in. It's a pretty cool puck set. Resolution, on the other hand, he's playing the poor man's puck with no cosmetics up his sleeve. So we'll see how he does. FY with a big advantage just in terms of cosmetics right now.
But at the same time, losing in terms of CS, and Resolution still has creeps to slay. He is 3 creeps. There's 3 more creeps on the field for him to slay than FY. So
I don't play with many CS though. Like, we're looking at 3 CS to 1 CS right now. Like, the denies effectively don't matter. Like, whether it's a full deny or just like you made them miss the last hit, like the experience difference is quite small.
Yeah, I would say it doesn't matter that much in puck versus puck. I think in other matchups it matters a lot because level 6 is extremely important. Like, let's say Lina versus Lina in round number 2. But for this one, yeah, the experience is very minor and inconsequential in the end.
Yep. Resolution uses a Tengu, gets a bit aggressive there, does take a couple right clicks, but so far, neither player getting a lot of last hits. That's really the crazy thing we've seen in a lot of these matchups is the players are prioritizing harass as well as making their opponents miss last hits over getting their own last hits.
That's because of the format of it. One kill, 1 death means all you had to do is force the opponent to, you know, miss a phase shift once or, you know, do something silly one time, miss skill perhaps, and you can easily win. So they're not going too much for the, okay, let's just farm up, get my bottle crow, get my magic stick, and then play defensively. Not too much about that life.
A DD rune picked up by Resolution, so he didn't even have vision of where the rune spawned. But 2-minute rune, a DD, and that's going to guarantee him a decent amount of last hits off of this. So this puts FY under a bit of pressure. He's going for a fast bottle. Bottle crow is allowed, and having hit already level 4, he's got 2 in the orb, and he can just use the orb to farm if he needs to.
Resolution pulling far ahead in terms of CS too, and looking at the skill builds, nothing unusual. 2-1-1 coming out for both. I think that is the standard at level 4. At level 3 it might be 1-1-1 or 2-0-1, but that's what you'll see most of the pucks get. Unless you want to pull a surprise and go for a 1-3-1 like Ice. But that's reserved for very special situations.
Yeah. As it stands, like I think FY did a good job of not taking too much damage when Resolution had the DD rune. He phase shifted.
I think Resolution could have bullied him out a lot more.
Yeah. And even Resolution didn't even like completely shut down the CS during that period. Like, he's ahead 15 CS, 16 now to 8, which is a big lead and all, but it could have been almost worse during that DD rune period. Oh, he's got the Korea! One more right click, he may die for this though! FY, he's made a big mistake! Tower last hit gets jaunted, but the bottle is not going to be enough. First blood
It's
Baited.
not to me. What's this?
His
A
eyes just
fascinating
lit up. He saw that
substance.
courier, went for it, and gets punished.
Too close to tower. Playing with fire, literally.
And even it, I
They
mean, I
shoot
guess if you
fireballs,
get
right?
yeah, shoots little fireballs. If you get the courier, like, it doesn't necessarily win you the matchup because even if he gets away there per se, like he's on 20 HP, he's got to go back to Fountain.
Well,
so-
4-minute rune was very close to spawning.